On January 16, 2024, I was a respected educator with 27 years of service to students and families of Baltimore County. On January 17th, I was a racist and anti-Semite. I am slowly rebuilding my professional career and I'm beginning to heal. But this experience will never leave.
The fallout from the Pikesville High School AI hoax isn't over yet. You just heard former principal Eric Eiswert describe the toll the ordeal has taken. Now, a former assistant principal whose voice was also used in the fabricated audio is taking legal action. Catherine Albert is suing for $75,000, saying the incident damaged her career and drove her out of the public eye into an online-only role. Dazon Darian, the former athletic director, was sentenced to 4 months in prison for using artificial intelligence to mimic Principal Eiswert's voice and also incorporating Albert's voice into the recording. Well, joining us now live to weigh in, we have Johns Hopkins lecturer, technologist, and investor Dan Yee. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it.
How are you?
I'm doing well. You know, as an educator, what is your takeaway from this whole incident? I mean, have you personally seen the impacts that AI, the changes that it's making in the classroom, and you know, some of the concerns that this raises?
Well, you know, like when technology changes, our society's culture and norm needs to change in order to adapt to new ways of doing things. But very often, this adaptation is much slower than the change in technology. So now we have this disconnect between what is going on, in which right now everyone can have this tool in which can fabricate things.
Yeah.
And then we have our old culture and norm in which is not suited anymore. So a lot of times things need to change. Same thing in the classroom, same thing in the work environment, and same thing with our laws and culture.
So you are an AI expert. I mean, then how do we combat this? What do you think needs to change?
Well, several things need to change. The first thing needs to change is our laws, right? We right now don't even have the laws to prosecute this because technically he's using a cloned voice. He's not leaking anything proprietary. He made this up. But he made this up with the intention of destroying reputation. So when he was charged with disrupting school operations because there is really not the proper law to even charge this on the book.
Wow.
So legislators needs to step up and write laws to allow prosecutors to deal with this. The school boards needs to have a rapid response task force so that when a fake content come out, they need to come out and says this is fake, right? And not wait for 2 weeks until the man's reputation is destroyed before they come out and clarify things.
How would they know, though, I guess is the concern, right?
Within 48 hours, people know. The experts have come out and said this is a fabricated clip. However, the school board didn't really do anything.
And so you're saying it needs to be faster?
Way faster, because technology is progressing much faster, and you're going to see, you know, junior high school students able to use these kind of tools to destroy their teachers and each other. And we are going to see an explosion in fake video in the next 5 years. And so if the school board do not create a rapid response task force, you basically have to pay up, right? There will be a lot of people suing the school board. So it's much cheaper to build the rapid response.
On top of it. Is there anything that teachers can do or people in general to protect themselves in case this is to happen to them?
So unfortunately, we are entering into a very uncertain phase of the future. I think the best thing we can do is to really question everything we see on the internet, especially clips that you see that are designed to incite outrage. Unfortunately, that's not how people work in general. Growing up, we are taught that seeing is believing, but now we need to change the rules that seeing is not believing. You have to be verified to make sure that it's real. And this is going to take a painful change in culture.
Adjustment. You were so right there. Well, thank you so much for that insight. Dan Yee, lecturer with Johns Hopkins University. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.